You know, it's 6:58. Anyway, we are live from Calabasas, California, 2LaneLIVE at Mulholland Harley Davidson Bike Night. My guess is number 3 or number 4.
Are you kidding?
Something like that.
Number 3, number 4, something
nice
like
hat.
that. Nice hat.
Nice hat.
Well, it's kind of country night. It's like a cowboy night. So they got a barbecue truck.
You got to talk this way.
I'm talking which way I want to talk. But they've got a barbecue. They got a barbecue wagon down there. They got some dry rub going on. They got some cowboy boots. I actually rode the mechanical bull earlier.
Do we have that on film so we can show that?
Jen has that. We're gonna get that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
So, hey, it's I think it's only one more of these events this year. Because October it ends.
Really?
Yeah, so this is the end of the summer. So October will be the ending of this Bike Night Thursdays.
Well, I'm just looking at the screen. Today we actually put this contraption out in front of the shop, and there was a graffiti artist.
Yeah, he came by and
he just whipped up like a 2LaneLIVE.
Yeah.
You know?
And what was his name?
I'm like, what the hell is that?
We have some very, very special guests tonight.
Yes,
a couple of them are going to come in and tell us about their long riding and their special events that they do.
So we have Gavin and Jessica.
Yep,
right?
That's 2 of them. And who knows?
And then we may have a couple of the 2Lane wives sitting around here.
Yeah, we might have the 2Lane
We might
wives
have
here.
those ladies out here. This is just what we do.
Yes.
And the view I'm looking at right now is there's 2 beautiful women in front of us. Honey, I hope you understand. And there's fire hogs, right?
There are fire hogs
and we donate proceeds of our sales for mugs and coffee cups and tumblers to the cancer organization for the fire hogs. So nice to see these guys here representing.
There's a lot of people here out in the parking lot. I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger as the night gets deeper and deeper. More bikes are showing up. Parking lot's full. There's a lot of vendors out there.
Yeah.
You know.
So there's you can't see it, but these cowboy boots.
There he goes.
These were my grandfather's cowboy boots. I picked them out of his closet. They've got to be 70 years old.
Probably.
Very pointy. They're of a skin that can't be made anymore.
Whoa!
A skin that can't be manufactured.
Harvested. Now it's all manufactured.
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
I've got a cowboy hat on from David and Chico, so I'm trying to fit in here. I don't think I look as good as you do in your cowboy hat.
I don't know, maybe because if you had yours from your house, you might look...
You mean my straw hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably
might look better. Anyway, we got some people hopping on. We got Gilbert Maldonado. How's everyone doing?
Yo, Gilbert.
Alex Chavez.
What's up?
Leo Lopez, Wisconsin Backroad Bikers, saying nice Road King Jay. I appreciate you. We'll show that in the frame a little bit, but it looks like you can see a little bit of saddlebag action.
He's having fun. We've already put all the thrashing parts on it, and it's already like starting to feel like something he's really into.
It's it feels like a whole new bike.
What did you put on it right now?
So yeah, now that that's posted, yesterday we did bars and risers. We did the 9.5-inch pullback thrash and risers in black with the high bend bars also in black. We did the adjustable bagger brake arm at the lowest setting, the short version.
The perfect setting.
With the P54 Slim on it, right?
P54 Slim in black as well. On the left side, we did the shorty shifter arm with the shift tip. And then I got a little Saddleman seat on there. I got the bar bag.
You got the derby cover.
Did
you say that?
You got the shift linkage.
Shift linkage.
Did you say you had the Apex floorboards?
Apex floorboards coming soon, probably in about a month or so.
But you got them. You're on your bike.
Yeah, I got them, and I'm loving that setup so far. I mean, I think from stock, like second day owning the bike, I was like it felt like I was learning something new, and then when I put all the parts on there, I was just mind blown. I took the canyons on the way home yesterday.
You felt like you were home.
I felt like I was home. So that was badass. Then we're doing, exhaust suspension, all that other stuff next week, and then fairing and paint. You guys will find out what that is very soon.
What fairing are you looking at, bud?
Well, I got the FXRT fairing and lowers made out of ABS molded plastic instead of the fiberglass. I'm going to have the light pods on there, getting that paint matched in a couple weeks, so that'll be on. Should be set up in 4 to 5 weeks, and that's going to be the Road Dog with the Clockworks 9-inch flare windshield for the FXR fairings, and I'll be golden after that.
So I'm looking through the window and I see Jen's exhaust.
Yes, that
Look
is the
at that.
2-in-2 Thrashing exhaust.
Yeah.
And she leaves a little earlier for me than work sometimes, and I hear that start up in the morning, and it's a nice alarm clock, I'll tell you that.
Well, I can
not
tell
bad.
you.
I think you just got a thumbs up and okay from No Insta T on the color of that bike.
She likes it. Well,
Oh my gosh, we got a cowboy with some really interesting teeth.
and let's see. Scuba Steve is asking where my hat is. So we got some teeth coming in here, brother. How you doing? You guys will
What's
see what
wrong
I'm
with your
talking about in
teeth,
just a
man?
moment. Eh? Where's my hat? I need a hat, brother. I might need a hat going on. So we got
here we
David
go.
and Chico
It's coming
coming
in.
on
Where's
here, I do
Chico's
believe.
hat?
Yeah, Chico's got a hat as well.
So this is David's hat.
You're gonna have to speak up when you're talking with those.
Oh, I got him.
Testes. Okay, got it. How you doing?
I'm doing
how
real
you
good,
doing?
brother.
I'm doing good. You know, a couple obstacles.
Give him
but,
give him
you
a
know,
nice.
This is how I see life. It's like a penis. You know, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. But you know, it'll never get hard again. You know what I mean?
Life won't get hard.
It'll never get hard again. You know they have this little blue
It's
pill.
called the blue pill.
Whoa.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, sometimes something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give
brother.
Chico, get him up here real quick.
Oh, come on, bro.
Come on, Chico.
Here comes Chico, but he doesn't have his hat.
Wisconsin back
Yeah,
road.
go
Yes,
get his
I
hat,
can.
David.
Even on the last bike, I mean, 16 below, I'll stand up on the regular floorboards or
Don't touch
pegs.
him.
But freeway speeds, I'll stand up on the passenger pegs. So kind of the same deal on this. Passenger pegs feel a little bit higher up. But man, I'll tell you, this bike is feeling gnarly. Did he
That's
left?
good. That's funny. I like that.
You never heard that one before?
No, we're having a little second vibe out here.
Okay, we'll
I
make
don't
it
know what
happen.
you're saying over there because I can't hear you.
Can't
Here's
hear me.
Chico's hat.
All right. So we got Chico with the hat going.
There's Chico with his hat.
There you go.
Look at that.
Wave, Chico. Wave
It's nothing
high.
like a good hat
Hello,
on, right?
Chico.
Good
Say
hat on the
hello.
doggy.
That's our
This is
pal
Chico.
right
He's
there.
our pal. Go check out David and Chico. What's your Instagram?
Little Chico official.
Little Chico official.
Official. All right.
All right. So I think one of our very special first guests just arrived, and we're
Sure
going to
did.
get her
Come on,
in
Danny.
here.
You looking good tonight.
All right, you need to make some
I
room
love
here.
you,
Sorry,
man.
sir.
I always love you. You know what I mean? My love for you is like diarrhea. I can't hold it in.
Oh no, that's not good.
Okay. Come on in here.
All
How
right.
are you?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're doing
We're
great.
awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So you crush miles. I mean,
I
you,
do. I do my
you
best.
ride a lot. You've been around a long time on bikes. Like, what's your story? Tell them who you are.
Oh my gosh. My name's Gavin Fax, and wow, I've been riding. How old am I now? Okay, I've been riding for 54 years.
Yeah, great.
Some people
number.
say, "How long have you been riding?" I go,
Oh, so
"How
you
long have you
started
been
when
living?"
you were 1.
Yeah.
Right?
I love you.
Right?
I started when I was 10.
Okay.
But
Dirt bike or?
Well, actually, what it was is even though my father had always had an affection towards bikes, he never really got to ride one because he started a family when he was really young, and he just took me to a mini bike place one time and threw me on one, and I started doing a bunch of hills and stuff and got comfortable on it. And he goes, "Hey, there's a bunch of little boys over there doing a race. Why don't you go over and race?" I go, "But it's a bunch of boys." And he goes, "Well, that never stopped you before." He said, get on the bike and go. He says,
That's
"Whatever
awesome.
you do, just keep the inside edge. Don't let them keep the inside corner."
Right.
I won the race.
There you
There
go.
it is. There it is.
So it was a
And I never-
passion from then.
From then.
So
I
you're
was
like on a 2.5 horse Briggs and Stratton or a 5 horse?
No, it was like a. You mean for the mini bike race?
Yeah.
It was like a little 50cc Briggs and
Yeah,
Stratton.
gotcha.
Yeah, little 50cc.
Nice.
And then I went from that to like a little. Well, he ended up getting me an old mobilette, Italian mobilette from Italy. That used to be owned by Philip Fowler from Southern Comfort Whiskey, who was
Okay.
the proprietor.
Yeah.
And my dad had seen it in his garage, and Philip said, "Well, take it home to your daughter." And my dad said, "Well, I can't really buy that." And he goes, I didn't say to buy it. He goes, "Just take it to her."
Take it home and have
So
her
I
ride
got
it.
it for my 10th birthday.
No.
And that was my first motorcycle.
That's
Yeah,
almost
that
like
was my
my
first-
story. I got my
yeah.
first 75 Suzuki when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
I ran outside and the door closed behind me and it was locked and the garage was locked. And I'm
Oh
like,
no! Well, what do you do now?
I gotta ride it.
No, you gotta ride it. You gotta ride it. No.
Rode the wheels off that the first day.
Well, you know, and I didn't know anything about it. It wasn't running when I got it. And so I found a guy that knew how to work on lawnmowers. And I said, look, I want to get this bike running. And he's like, okay. So we took it all apart. You know, we pulled the gas tank off, cleaned it out. He said, okay, well, you're going to need to tear the carburetor down. So we took it off, you know, pulled it out, had the diaphragm, all the needles and everything, you know. And he goes, now when you're pulling that needle out, he says, make sure that you leave a little hash mark on the side and turn it out and count the number of turns for flats. And I'm like, okay. And that was my first introduction to motorcycle mechanics, you know, and I loved it.
But the cool thing is you fabricate your own stuff right now.
You know what, I dabble in fabrication. You know, I know what I want. I really cannot do the fabricating myself. I have to leave that to my mechanic who knows how to work on the lathe and the mill. But I sit there and I'll do the grinding and the cutting. And I did the honing of my own cylinders on my chopper that I'm building right now.
Nice.
It's my shovel head, which has 500,000 miles on it.
Nice.
We built the engine on it. I used an S&S crank, HV rods, S&S pistons. And I stroked it out to a conservative 91 inch.
Conservative. And what's your Instagram, real quick?
gonna be
put it on
My
here.
Instagram is @Sapasu. SAPASIOUX. Sapa means black. SIOUX.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Los Angeles.
You did?
Until I was 13 years old.
Okay.
And then my parents decided that they were going to move us back to a more rural area. They wanted a little bit more homegrown education for my younger brother and myself. So we moved from LA to a little town of 500 people in the middle of Ohio.
Wow.
You know, had one street light, and it was like, how was that? Was that a culture shock? I'm like, well, actually, for me, I was ecstatic because I could ride my motorcycle without getting hassled by the police.
Right.
Because I was young, you know, I didn't have a license, so I could ride everywhere. It was awesome.
And then you ended up back up in LA.
I stayed in Ohio. I went to Ohio State University. I played basketball for the women's Buckeyes. That's right. I was varsity point guard, baby.
I know. I could see the
point
moves.
guard. Did that, and then I had a band while I was back there, and by a stroke of luck, I ended up getting picked up by the MCA record label. They flew me on a one-way ticket back to LA in 1989, and that's how I got back to my home state.
Way.
And then started singing and performing and acting and stunting, and you know the rest of the story.
and now you're on motorcycles all the time.
I'm on motorcycles all the time, and that's just not enough.
Well, are you going to sing for us?
Oh, wow. Jeez, what do you want to hear?
I mean, I just want to, like, I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. What can I sing?
Like, what's your favorite?
My
just
favorite was
rip a couple lines for
Wow.
And it does, you know,
man.
I can do.
I have to think of what I could do, you know, a cappella. Golly.
I'll help you.
All right. You know what? I'll just do a ballad. I'm going to do a little ballad that everybody will know.
Would be
all right,
blessed
and everybody
with
will
that.
recognize it because it's my mother's favorite song. My mother passed away in 2011. All right.
Well, let's honor her.
Here it is.
Who was she?
What was that?
Your mother?
My mother.
Yep. What's her name?
Her name is Ophelia. Mom, this is for you. My mother's name was Ophelia Wallace.
All right. Let's do
All right,
this.
this is my mom's song. Somewhere over the rainbow,
Yes.
way up high, there's a land that I heard of once, a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I wish upon a star and wake up with the clouds so far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happiness beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I?
Yeah.
Yo. So we got
That was awesome.
we got Hell's on Two Wheels
That's so
saying he just got chills on the first note. So
Come on now.
But you could tell us real quick about your riding.
Oh
What
my
you're
gosh.
doing.
Well, right now I actually got picked up by the Women's in Power Sport Council for Polaris, but I'm an advocate for every motorcycle company out there, only because I love riding so much, and I think a lot of people don't realize the effect that it has on you once you do get out into the open air.
Right.
You're feeling the elements, you're feeling the wind, you're feeling the air, you're breathing, you're in the moment. I mean, it forces you to be present. And for me, when you've got all of this all the time going on, you want something that's going to kind of take you away from all of that. But for me, my wife always says, she's like, the only time you ever sit still is when you're on your motorcycle. Okay.
Right.
Well, Harley
Guilty as
did a
charged.
study back in June of 19, and they put a skull cap on a rider, and the synapse and the endorphins, and they could measure how the adrenaline and how the experience, and it was just euphoric.
It is.
That's why we ride.
It is indeed.
So no,
it is
for
indeed.
sure. Like
There's-
it's so different when you're in a car versus in a motorcycle.
Absolutely.
On a motorcycle.
And you do heavy miles.
I do. I just got back from South Dakota. I mean, and it was we did about a 5,000-mile tour, and the reason why is because we do all back roads. I don't like to be on the interstate.
The 2-lane highways.
Absolutely. Sometimes dirt roads, depending on where we are. 2-lane highways, yeah, exactly. But the more remote, the better. I mean, one year I talked to one of my wind sisters from a quest called Tribe, and I said, Tana, I want to go on the loneliest highway in America. And she's like, okay. And I was like, okay. It's 165 miles between gas stops. We have to carry gas. She's like, okay. But we really didn't need to, because both of us, I was on the Harley at the time and she was on the BMW, and we were fine, but we did carry gas just in case, because you just never know. But we've been on back roads sometimes that dump us off onto a dirt road, and we're like, okay, and just dust and everything in your road. You're like, how much longer? It's like you still got 25 miles to go on a dirt road. It's like, oh my God. But, when you're out there, you end up in the middle, literally, of nowhere. But the way I always tell people is like, you know what? You can call it nowhere, but if you change the word around, it becomes now here. Now we're here, and this is good. So.
Well, we've been doing this for quite a while too, and just started the blog a year and a half ago. But part of the reason was because our families would say, you come back to these amazing stories.
Oh, absolutely.
People that you meet, the different towns you're in, and that's what's inspired us to push the content out.
Yeah.
But what happens is people that ride say, man, that was cool.
Yes.
So it inspires us to actually do more.
To do more,
Like,
exactly.
it's incredible.
Exactly. It's a wonderful thing. I mean, I love the fact that the industry has morphed into something that it's made riding more visceral through visuals.
Yes.
And I love that, because I've always been about visuals and getting the right music, so that you can translate that
like
to the
in
people
it.
that really
Yeah.
don't know about it. And if you can manage to do that, then you're going to manage to get more people into the industry.
Well, and for us, we don't care what you ride.
Right, I don't
Just
care what
ride.
rides. Just
go
ride.
out and
That's
do
what
something.
I say too.
Like,
yeah.
get your helmet on and go
And just
take
go.
a little ride.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
Well,
Doesn't
it's
matter
great
what
because
kind
we have had people come up to us and say, my father and I now hang out and ride together because we watched your videos and we were inspired
Absolutely.
to find this adventure.
Yes.
Because we're always looking for adventure.
Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember the first time I used to ride a lot by myself. I mean, I still do occasionally, but I actually have my twin sisters. There's Kim over there. But we ride together a lot and we do all these back roads. But I'd ridden for so many years by myself. And someone said, well, what do you do if you break down? I said, well, it's an adventure. I mean, you
part
just
of the
kind of,
deal.
it's part of the trip, so you break down, it might be raining, it might be flooding, it might be hailing. I mean, I got caught in Estes Park one time in a snowstorm. I mean, that's a story in itself. I've been caught in fog with, diving bats, I mean, you name it.
I think we can share a lot of
a
cool...
lot of cool stories,
Well, I've told my children growing up, just figure it out.
Exactly.
And that's what you got to do.
That's what you got to do.
You're on the road, you got to
Because
figure
that's
it out.
what it is.
It's crazy.
I mean, like you said, if you break down, there you are with a bike that's broken down. If you're in the middle of nowhere, you could sit there and cry,
Right.
or you could sit there and try to fix it, and who knows, you just might surprise yourself.
Right.
And that's what's happened to
we've run
me.
into plenty of welders and guys that are helping us that end up being friends
Absolutely.
down the line because you come back through the town and they're like, stop in.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
all right.
But that's
we're
the
there.
name of the game.
Right.
You learn
that's
a
the
lot
name of the
about
game.
people, and you learn a
Yes.
lot about yourself.
Absolutely.
And I tell people all the time, when we travel so much.
Yes.
It's like shaking hands with America.
It really is. No, but you're absolutely right. Because that's, people will say to me, well, what is it like when you're traveling in rural America? And I said, you know what? I said, that's the reason why I like traveling in rural
Right.
America. I said, because when I go to a small town of 30 people, in the middle of nowhere, and I roll in. Now I'm talking to, you know, Uncle Jed over here and, and Bobby over here, and Lily just came out, and now the whole town is out. You know, I mean, I broke down one time in a little teeny tiny town in Utah of about 50 people, and they housed me, they fed me, and then the next morning the entire town got up.
Showed up.
While the tow truck had to come to get me 163 miles to the nearest dealer.
And people won't believe that.
No.
But it happens.
But it happens all the
It
time.
happens. We had a guy we rolled up on, and he's like in the bar. We're just getting a little libation, and his distance was all based on how many beers he had.
Oh my gosh, I
It's
love
like
that.
it's a 6-pack, so it's not, if it's a
This-
12-pack, like.
I can go
But
this
the
many
funny
miles.
stories that you hear, and
Yeah.
they have people take you in, and we just stopped at a place in St. George called Broken Knuckles, and
Busted Knuckles.
Busted
Busted
Knuckles. Sorry, I
Knuckles.
keep saying broken. And we roll up, and you know what? They opened the fridge. We had waters. we
That's
had.
awesome.
I mean, it's
It's
great.
wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. And I love our community. I mean, and this is what, I mean, I share this story a lot because I think our community is very diverse, more diverse
sure.
than most people think. You know, because there's a little bit of everybody in motorcycling
Right.
one way or another. And I remember when I got asked to be on another show and they said, you know, well, we want to talk about bikers and racism, the difficult discussion. And I was like, okay, you know, because of the fact that my whole family is a melting pot. I mean, I have an Irish aunt, I have a Polish uncle, I have a Mexican aunt, you know, and then of course we've got French, we've got Scottish, we've got Native American. It's like I'm America.
Right.
You
So
know?
the funny thing
I mean,
is,
I'm America.
We
so.
tell people, it's like, if you travel across this country, you don't see what you hear.
The
No,
narrative.
You
not
see,
at all.
You see this great
It's
country
a
with
wonderful
great
country.
people.
Absolutely.
We were actually on the north
Absolutely.
rim of the Grand Canyon last week.
I love the North River.
There was
Yeah.
an African American young couple just married. They're traveling across the country. There was an older white couple. There was a couple that were, I think they were married, 2 girls. Wonderful. And not one, it was just warm and welcome. And,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's
the
what
best.
we need.
We interviewed all of them.
That's awesome.
And they
because
all-
that's
they were
America.
travelers.
They all
Yeah.
said, let's go down the road together. They were all
That's
just
awesome.
engaged, and it was beautiful.
It's
I
a beautiful
love it.
thing. I mean, it
I
really
love it.
is. I mean, and that's what. In fact, I just had another discussion with a gentleman last night, and we were, you know, because he's a soldier from Afghanistan, and he was serving. He said, you know, we were glad to get out. And he said, you know, he says, I'm just so frustrated. He says, because I love our country so much. And I said, we all love our country, and I
Right.
think that if we would concentrate more on that,
Right.
we'd be a lot better off.
Yeah, there's more of us that
100%
do
agree.
than not.
Exactly, and I agree. I agree. Yeah.
It's just not seen so much, but
How's it
but
going
hey,
over there?
this is our platform
I mean-
to
Yep.
promote that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
We're doing
because
and
it's
embrace
about-
people,
Yeah.
love people for
Yeah.
who they are,
Absolutely.
community.
Yeah.
It-
And the
it's-
spirit they bring to the table.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love being part of it. I'm a former banker, and I put up a post at least every 3 or 4 months saying I love my job because
yeah.
we've changed this whole dynamic, and we're out, we're seeing
That's
people,
awesome. Yeah.
you know, we're having great discussions, we're meeting all, and then the next thing you know, we're in Sturgis and people are coming up, and it's, hey, we love what you, and it's like, wow, this has gotten really big.
Yes,
It's kinda
it has.
crazy.
It has. It has been crazy. I mean, in the last 5 years, well, actually the last 7 years, like for example, with the Litas and
Yeah.
Babes Ride Out. I mean, and the women's market coming to light so much. I mean, I've watched this happen since the early '80s. You know, I mean, because I got my first Harley in 1982. And so I watched this progression. The first time I went to Sturgis, I think I was the only woman that I saw on a bike,
Right.
and I was certainly the only black person in the entire
Right.
area. You know, and that is vastly changing, and I love that.
Yeah.
You know, because that's America. We're
Right.
diverse, and so knowing that we can bring all of these different types of people and different types of cultures all in one area and all get along. You know, I mean, there's 1.1 million people in Sturgis, yet, you know, well, you know, there's always something bad that happens. Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to put 1.1 million people together in a town, you're going to have something go on.
Right.
You know, but 99.9% of the time, it's a great time. You know,
No, it's
and I've
So-
had wonderful times every time.
We have another awesome rider that puts a lot of miles down.
come on in, Jeff.
Get right in here.
I haven't seen you so
I
long.
haven't seen you
So
for
this
a while
is Jessica.
Hello.
And Jessica has a Harley, and she's been on a Pan America, and she rides a lot of solo trips.
A lot of solo trips, but whether I like to or not, it turns out that way.
But you have some great stuff going too.
Yeah, we right now I am on the Pan Am for a few more days. I usually ride a Sportster 1200, but I break that Sportster 1200 a lot. So Harley,
Time for another.
Yeah, budget, you know. So I'm on a Pan Am now, but I'll have my bike back just in time. We have this upcoming weekend we have No Fun Frontier Run, which is with No Fun Motorcycles, and they're just a really cool crowd, lots of choppers, and we just go up to Lone Pine and just hang out. There's a whole hotel we rent out, and it's got a pool, hot tub, and we just chill.
Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man!
I know, you're gonna miss
I've
out.
done the Lone Pine before.
It's fun.
It's been a while.
And we do
yeah.
Alabama Hills and all that, and then we'll go up to Mammoth and just hang out. So it's really fun. But in a couple weeks, we have 2 babes right out. Are you coming to babes?
I'll be at Babes.
2 babes right out this year.
So what is
insane.
Babes Right Out?
Talk
Babes
about
Right
it.
Out is an all-women's motorcycle event.
Anya
So
Nashmore.
yeah, I mean, people fly in from different countries to go to this. It's insane.
We end up with about 3,000.
3,000 people.
And
I'm worst.
where's it at this
I'm
year?
the worst.
It moves actually.
Yeah.
Right,
You know.
where's it this
It
year? Do
moves
you
this
know?
year. The first one that's coming up is in Santa Barbara.
Okay.
It was more Central Coast last year, whenever we had it last, and
Right.
then there's another one in Borrego, and that's where it started with
Okay.
the girls from, kind of the girls from Out Wild.
Yeah.
So they're kind of doing a smaller one back to the roots in Borrego, and that's in I think it's 2 weeks.
It's in October.
October.
And then they do the bigger one, which they consider the Central
In
Coast.
2
which
weeks
is
from
gonna be
now,
big.
3 weeks from now.
Right.
3 weeks from now.
So there's going to be 3,000 people,
women, all
Women.
women,
that are
Yeah.
coming across from the globe. The
All over
everywhere. I
states.
think
all
I
over
saw
the-
people from Iceland last year.
Really?
They had like their own little patches and stuff. It was
Yeah.
interesting.
Oh, that's
Also,
There were
awesome.
girls from New Zealand.
Yeah.
There were girls from Italy. There were girls from Germany.
And
we've
there's
got 'em from all over.
there's a lot of events. So there you can they do stuff with the Jessie Combs Foundation. She's was an
Awesome,
amazing
awesome.
woman.
Amazing
So you can
woman.
learn leatherworking. You can learn how to weld. You can learn. I think there's a pinstriping class through
There's
her
also
Real Deal
jewelry,
Revolution.
too.
Yeah, jewelry.
Yeah.
They have Harleys and different bikes out there you can ride. There's a lot of planned rides. You can hang out. Me specifically, I'm actually, you don't know this, I'm helping host the games this year.
Oh, I'll be there.
So in the morning, both events, they're having a lone wolf ride. So if any women rode by themselves and want to meet other women in their area or just want to ride with us, my friend Taylor and I are going to help host that for Harley Davidson.
Nice.
Actually.
Nice.
So
That's
we'll be
awesome.
hosting that on Saturday morning at both events. I think there'll be like a little sign up or just come and hang. I'm very easy to spot in a crowd, so just holler.
What do you mean?
because
The
of
hair,
Yeah.
the purple,
Giantness.
I think it's I think it's the glasses.
The glasses.
Yeah.
I'm always, I
Could be
sleep
the
in-
hair.
Right, it could be a lot of things. It's probably that I'm boisterous and yelling all the time. So we're doing that on Saturday morning on both events, and then I'll come back in Santa Barbara, and we have a lot of games. Actually, some that are kind of difficult. There's going to be one where we set up cones at a certain distance. I haven't looked it up yet.
I was going to say, I want to hear what this is.
And they're going to put you up, and your passenger has to put an egg on the top of the cone.
Yeah, wow.
I've done that one. You're
No,
riding on
it
the
seems
back. with
really
me.
hard. I don't know. I'm glad
Yes,
that I
you
can
are.
just shout at
Steady
people
hand?
through the megaphone
Well,
and not
she's
have to do
steady-handed
it.
and an athlete, and she's a genius.
And an athlete.
So there you go. Yeah, she'll be like backwards doing it.
Yeah, right. She'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got this.
So we're doing that, and I'm gonna be going around. We have a bullhorn, so I'll be shouting at people to come participate and come hang out. It's gonna be a lot of fun, just a lot of laughs and chill. There's food trucks. There's coffee in the morning. If you're a camper, you can camp. I am an indoorsman. Other than, yeah, I'm not even that. I'm a hoteler down the roader. But unfortunately, knowing the area in Santa Barbara, we're going to be kind of far away from the hotels. So I am being forced to camp. So I'll be there.
Are you tenting it or campering?
If I can find a camper to get in, I'll get in. But I'm having to like borrow a tent or buy one. I've been tent shopping for 4 months because
Look,
I'm like, I want the nicest one, but not.
I
the
live
one-
in Simi.
Yeah.
I can take you
Right,
up and
just
back like
perfect.
every night.
Now I have a
I'll come
chauffeur.
get you. You can sleep in the house. No worries.
So it'll be a lot of fun. We have a really good ride planned.
Excuse me.
I usually lead a lot of the rides just because I ride a lot, so I know the area. So it'll be a lot of fun. There's a lot of events coming up. We have No Fun Motorcycles, Babes Ride Out.
Both of these ladies have thousands and thousands
Yeah.
and thousands of miles.
Yeah, I think.
I think you might have one more mile than us, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
There's
We
no-
were watching her last year, both of them, and they were crushing it.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
on
we're
my
like
Sportster,
40.
I've put in 3 years 90,000 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
For better or worse. It had a new engine, and we had some trouble.
So
but,
I think
we
the
did-
first time I met you,
Yeah.
you were in the parking lot outside of Thrash,
Yeah.
and you were putting bags on because you're like, I gotta do something.
Yeah, I was like, I
Like,
need
this is
stuff.
crazy.
I would like to add up one day the total of all 5 of us.
She's
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, we would be
This,
like
this one's got it
to the moon and
hands
back.
down.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like I like I said, indoors person. So I think the only way I really love being outside is on the bike.
On the bike,
And
that's
I heard
correct.
you talking about repairing on the road.
Yes.
And, there's also a lot of, if you're a girl watching this and you're like, man, I would love to ride, you can do the Harley Riders course. There's the MSF.
Yep.
You can learn how to ride. There's a lot of girl groups all around that you can feel safe going slow, learning how to ride, asking questions. But also, a lot of us are pretty handy. My friend rode up the other day and her throttle got stuck, and I ran across the street and stuck my finger in her. I got
There you
this.
go.
And her, you'll never know. That's for only
But it worked.
okay?
But it
That's
worked.
But like I can help do things. Gavin's super helpful. She knows things in and outs of all sorts of things, but I can help do some things.
Well, we were talking earlier,
Yeah.
it's really about community and riding.
Yeah.
It is.
And what you guys do to inspire women to
Yeah.
ride is outstanding. And if we can promote that and help in any way,
Yeah.
because we just want people to go enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, just
Absolutely.
go live a
New
little
world,
bit.
almost.
It is a
Because
whole
it's
new
so
world.
stressful at times, and it's like if you
It's
could
a
just
big-
get out and see things that,
I-
like even if you went up here in the back roads and
so
you
many
went
things
out
in
there and
California.
smell the
So
orange
much.
blossoms.
Yeah. You,
Like,
and you would
you
never know
can't
that's out
understand
there.
it.
You would
No.
never know.
I was
would
just
never
talking
know.
to 2 guys that were from Alaska, and they were like, well, "Where do you go here?" I was like, "Oh, there's Gascas
Yeah, where do we not go?
Canyon.
That's
There's, you
I
know,
remember
there's
guys-
the canyons up on Coral Canyon. There's
Yeah.
Right.
Solstice Canyon. You know, there's Sage Ranch.
That's one of my favorite things. I met a guy, I was out cruising Neptunes one time, because I used to do Malibu, that's how I learned how to ride. I did Canaan in and out. And I was at Neptune sitting there, and this guy had a Sportster all packed up, and he kind of looked like he was camping. I was like, where are you from? And he's from Denmark, and he bought a Sportster in Florida and rode it cross country. And I was
Nice.
like, so where are you riding next? And my dream words were, I don't know.
Oh,
And
yes.
Right?
I was like,
Don't
what are
you
you
know
doing for the
that?
next 8 days?
Yeah.
Because you're doing every ride I can fit into your life.
Yeah.
So I
Well-
just showed him every ride I could.
Oh,
We get that too.
Yeah.
We'll have a
Sure.
destination when
Yeah.
we leave where we're going to end.
Yeah.
And it changes all,
All
the
the
time.
time.
Yeah.
We've
All
had
the time.
people DM us and say, "We just
Do
rode
this."
by you guys
Yeah.
on the 10.
Yeah.
You should go here." And we go, "All right."
Okay,
Then
yeah,
we
there
get,
you go,
know.
yeah.
We
It's a
changed the
very
whole
choose
ride
your
plan,
adventure.
Right.
which is
But
fine.
that's the whole beauty of it. I mean, because I've had people say, you know, well, how long does it take you to get to Sturgis? I'm like, well, that's not the point. It's
Right.
like, you know, you might start out, you know,
Could be
10
2
days
months.
out. Yeah, it could be 2 months, you know, because you might decide that you want to go
Not for us,
caving.
but-
You
Yeah.
might want to go to the
Close.
caverns.
Right.
And you might want to go skinny dipping. You might want to go to the
never
hot
know.
springs.
Right.
You just never
You
know,
might-
you know.
I mean-
You might stay 3 days in a teepee.
Yeah, and
You know, I mean,
you might just meet some other group of bikers on the road and be like,
And-
I'm gonna go with you. I met some bikers in Utah,
Right.
and we just rode around. Like
Yeah.
I did cross country, so I was in Oklahoma and went back to the East Coast before I went to Sturgis, and I just rode around. You meet people on the road
all the time.
So
Yeah.
awesome.
So you're
isn't
just
it?
like, they're like, where are you going? Oh, I'm going there too. Sweet.
Yeah.
Or I'm not
never
going
really
there. It's like,
alone.
cool, let's go.
Yeah,
So
you're never really alone.
Well,
And
that's
there's a
how we
lot-
picked up that Shannon riding with yogurt guy
Yeah.
that's around here. He
Have
knows
you
what
guys
he
seen
is.
the women's track days coming up?
Oh, that's, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Did
doing
you
all
see the
women's
mini
track
bike
days.
one too?
And
There's
where's
a mini
that?
bike one too.
There,
That's
if you look at
I know,
her
right?
track days, there's a few track days coming up. There's one during Babes Road Out, which I won't be able to go to, but there's one around Thanksgiving. And all the brands come out, and you can rent a suit, rent all the gear, which is very expensive, and you can honestly learn either how to ride your bike better or just be better at corners. And then also, so there's a lot of new sectors, and there's a lot of support in the community for that. I know I posted it, and one of the normal track guys, he wrote me, he's like, do you want to use my bike? Do you want, you can wear my
Nice.
suit, you can wear this, like, take
So
everything you have.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Jessica Kate, so it's JESCAKATE.
Do you have any other forums that you're part of that you want to throw out there or no? Okay.
I'll probably think of it in 20 minutes.
You're right.
Well, let us know because we'll put the tag in the
Yeah, that'd be
in the
great.
vlog.
Yeah, that's just
Okay.
me. I can't keep track of too many things, so.
Well, thank you guys.
course.
You're
Thanks
so
for
inspirational to
Thank you
us.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love seeing all your videos.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
They're okay.
And they're all right now. Awesome.
All right,
Have
guys.
I'm
fun.
not doing that.
I'll
doing
see you
the
later.
days.
Thank you so much.
We run into each other all the time.
Yes,
Have
we
fun.
do. We do.
See you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Have a great night.
Wow, what a
to see you
great
Put your
interview.
hats back on.
These ladies
Yes.
are so cool, so inspirational.
So
What
we're
a
gonna
good
shut
time.
the show down now because we
had nothing to
we
say.
have nothing to say.
Well, we did have. I put a flyer up here for the fire hogs.
Are you taking a picture of us? Come on, come over here.
Come on in.
Bring your son.
So we got some guests here. We'll do this after.
Get what?
Talk to the guy from the Fire Hogs, and we're gonna do a little promo on their ride coming up. But yeah, we got some good comments. We'll get to those in a few.
How you doing?
Missing the hat.
I'm Galen.
I'm Jason.
Jason?
Jason.
Lance,
What's
nice
your
to
name?
meet
My
you.
son
Jared, come on in
Jared,
here.
how's it going, man?
Tobacco Road, Harley Davidson.
Yeah, my son's at Fort Bragg.
Thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
you,
Thank
sir.
him for his service for us.
Absolutely, will do.
So, you guys are from around here, or what's up?
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield.
We've been hot on your trail we've watched you guys since you guys started.
Really?
Nice.
Awesome.
And it kicked us off last year. We took my brother and I and my dad went to Zion
Okay.
after
So you kind of
Nice.
looked at our trip.
all of them.
Nice.
What are you riding?
16 Road Glide Ultra.
Okay,
Nice.
beautiful. And what about your dad?
He's got a 13 electric glider.
Okay, cool. Well, I saw you out there, and I thought we might as well bring you in, get you on camera.
Oh yeah, I told him, I said, they're down in Mulholland. I said, a couple hours, let's go.
Let's
Really?
do it.
So we did.
Let's do it.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Can we see his son in there?
Yep.
Yes,
Everyone's
he's
there.
in
We
there.
were hot on your trail in Sturgis. I think the day that you guys were at the Legends booth,
Okay.
I think was the day I was getting there.
Oh, what's your handle?
JP Epsy.
Okay.
You guys
I
sent
think
me a
we-
sticker.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Way back in the beginning, and it's been on my helmet since
Is that right?
since I got it.
Cool. Cool deal.
Well, we truly appreciate the support.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you driving down. Bakersfield's a couple hours away, so I mean that,
But
that
then
means
again,
a lot for us.
it's on a Harley too, though. So
That's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you ride a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirt bikes?
he's got mini bikes.
Mini bikes.
Right
Okay,
on.
cool.
I
He loves
started on
building
mini bike. Had a Briggs & Stratton 5-horse on my first mini bike.
Where do you go than yours?
Predator 6.5.
So you're much better than I am, for sure. My dad took the governor off and I throttled it and I couldn't stop it and I ran into the sheriff's house and next thing you know, it was over. But cool.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it. Nice meeting you.
Keep the videos going. Stay
Thanks
safe.
for coming
Here,
by.
take one of those.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thanks for stopping
Thank
in.
you.
Good stuff. Well, we'll get to a couple comments. I mean, we had people commenting on the singing. We had people commenting on just how rad it was for, those two to talk about empowering women to ride, which is essential. I mean,
Right.
that community has to bridge, whether it's men and women, different people from different walks of life. I mean, you ride, you have a good time.
Right.
Well, it's really kind of cool. As you were just out in the parking lot talking to them a little bit, right? I didn't expect that.
right.
That was just natural
Right.
love, discussion. There's no scripting. There's no tell us your story and it's fake. That's totally real what we just heard.
Absolutely. And both of them really put a lot of miles.
They do. And
They're
Jessica,
involved.
we've been following for a couple
Yeah,
years,
yeah.
so I mean, we know how much she rides.
Yeah, exactly.
But wow, what a cool.
What do you
little
got
deal there.
comment wise?
Well, I'll pick out a couple. So Hell's on Two Wheels is packing for the Four Corners rally. He's actually going with his son. His
Oh, nice.
I think
Wow.
he said 10-year-old son on the back of the bike.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
nice.
That's
I dig
cool.
it.
A badass thing. And
Yeah.
seeing you and Lance ride on the road, father and son.
Well, we just had a
experiencing that.
father and son here.
Yeah,
that
that
rode
was
down
great.
on the bike.
Awesome.
And then he was talking about riding the $1 Million Highway because, like I said, his 10-year-old son will be coming along.
Yeah, you got to do that loop.
Yeah.
Don't forego that. Get up into Ouray and Silverton. I mean, there's some really
Yep.
cool.
And then Jacob he saw Rob kind of rip by on Jen's bike in the background, saying that Thrasher exhaust sounded pretty damn good.
That was Rob.
And then Joe Stuper, Galen and Lance are sure a class act, giving that lady all the respect, and she sure has a nice voice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sir. We got some people
Thanks,
commenting
Joe.
on the new bike. I appreciate you guys. I am absolutely mind blown and just loving this thing.
No,
Let's see.
you got to
here.
watch it yourself.
What else we got here? Hell's on Two Wheels saying this is why we started our journey this year. We wanted to show people that America is not what is being told on TV.
Absolutely. Agreed.
What'd you say? It's what you see, not what you hear.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. We got Chili Willie, Cameron,
Yeah,
in
Chili.
the house, pulling up on us, and Hell's on Two Wheels again. He's saying these times are so hard for me because I spent 4 tours in Afghanistan, and I wish all of America could see life how the community see life.
Well, first of all, thank you. It's amazing the men and women that serve our country and what they've gone through and what's happened in the last little bit. We really appreciate your service. We appreciate the dedication. You know, you gave up some things for us, and so, you know, there's a lot of respect in our hearts here for you.
Absolutely.
Big time.
Thank you.
Then we got, what else we got? Hot damn, that girl can talk. David Ryan saying that's cool that a fan drives 2 hours to see you guys. Rides 2 hours. It's awesome. I mean, it's pretty rad meeting all these people here.
And his son's with him. I mean, how cool is that?
That's cool.
Harley Adventures saying, you going to do any motor work to the Road King, Josh? I'm going to probably ride it 5,000 miles, get all the suspension, wind coverage, did all the bars, risers, all that stuff yesterday, and then probably a cam. You know, something cam, maybe a full exhaust system, we'll see. But I am very surprised coming from a Stage 4 114 coming to a just stock 114. I mean, the torque curve with the different gear ratio on the touring platform, like I don't need any more
let's
power.
see what
I would
happens.
like so.
I mean, we haven't built ours yet, and
these 114s do a great job, and for what we do and where we need to go, they've been really good.
I'm having a good
I like
time.
the crack of the throttle, but we haven't really had to go there yet.
Yep.
So we're going to be flying into Milwaukee.
Yeah.
We're going to be picking up 3 bikes, and we're going to go on a trip through the Midwest and East Coast.
So stoked.
End up in Maine, so that's coming up in a couple weeks.
The last weekend of September, so yeah, it's not that far away.
So that's going to be an epic East Coast episode. I mean, would you call it Midwest to the East Coast?
Most of the East
we're
Coast,
at the
I'd
top
say.
end of the country, and we're going to go Milwaukee right across the top into New York, upstate New York, down into Connecticut, over into Rhode Island, up through Boston. So it's more East Coast,
So
but
we're ending the year with an East Coast trip, but we do want to remind you that we have one more episode, and then we're diving right into the Sturgis. We have an epic Sturgis series coming.
Can't wait to get that out there.
Yeah, we can't wait to share it with you. We were gone 10 days.
yeah, it's
And
going to be great. But hey, on that main route, you know, I don't want to take the 90 all the way across.
No.
So we need some suggestions for you guys, from you guys. Give us some cool places to hit. We don't want to get way off the beaten path because we only have 4 or 5 days, 6 days, but we'd really love some routes. And we got some from Vermont and some other stuff. But
Yeah, we did.
keep sending those our way.
For sure.
Because we'll take a look at them.
I mean, we're going to be going through Ohio, maybe a little bit of Michigan.
Indiana, Ohio,
I was born in Michigan, so I got to at
Well,
least
I put a
cross
little
the border.
loop up in there, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Let's see. We got. We appreciate. I'm losing track, and there's a ton of comments. We got Adrian saying desde la Ciudad de Mexico. Saludos, señores. Saying what's up from Ciudad, from Mexico City, in the house. We got Gary
We want to try
Wells.
to get Max up here before we.
Yes, let me text
Who?
Max real quick, and you guys shoot the shit.
Yeah, we
also,
got-
I missed the hat night memo. Apparently.
Apparently, well, you got a nice hat on.
Yeah, it's a nice.
Those earmuffs?
You know, earmuffs, whatever you want to call it.
Earmuffs. Very
Pull on up.
interesting. So, yeah,
So I just texted Max.
there's a lot of people out there still in the parking lot.
I should try and get a beer delivery in here, shouldn't I?
Should we
What's
get a
that?
food delivery?
No, we're doing a live broadcast. What's your name?
If we see someone, we'll yell at it. There's a guy in the white shirt
white
over there.
shirt?
Go grab the long sleeve guy and say, hey, get me a salesperson.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we're sitting at 7:42. It's been a good bike night so far. People are digging the hats. Steve Herod saying, hope to catch you guys in Michigan. We got Leo Lopez. He's riding to Arkansas on the 18th, meeting up with the Marine Brothers. Thank you for your service, my friend. Sean McCormick, I have property in the Finger Lakes. Awesome ride
Honey,
out there.
could you get me a beer,
Whoa.
please?
Two, por favor.
Please? No, they're go out.
Right
around the
on
corner.
the other side of the
You'll
window.
see Taylor out there.
Yes, please.
You'll see Taylor. Say hello to Taylor.
So it's crazy seeing all these people walk around here. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess while we're waiting for Max, someone had a question about how do I like the GoPro Hero 9. We've been using GoPros the whole time. I mean, they have their little finicky episodes depending on if it's really cold, this and that. But overall, I love the 9. I think it has a 1/2-inch sensor compared to a much smaller sensor from the Hero 8.
Yeah, we have 8s and you're 9.
Yep, you have a little more customizability, if you will, when it comes to the manual settings. So I'll have the polarizer on there. I have a manual shutter speed, which is why when you look at my camera, you get a little more blur, a little more shake, which kind of brings the footage to life. The battery lasts a hell of a lot longer, and you can get the media mod with a wind cover. I'm digging it. We're waiting for the 10s to come out.
But I don't care what GoPro you have. At one point, you're going to have to pull the battery out to reboot your camera when it freezes on you.
Well, I was just
GoPro,
going to
please
say,
sponsor us.
Lance and I use the 8s, and they're finicky. You got to pull the battery occasionally. You got some other things you got to do, but the shots you get with the 9, especially with the polarizer on it,
and now you can shoot in 5K.
It's just amazing.
Well, and I've upgraded my 8s. They have the flux capacitor on them.
Oh.
And it does a lot of cool stuff.
That came out on the 8s.
You didn't actually do mine?
No, I updated yours without you knowing.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have the flux capacitor on the GoPros.
So I think that would be like Back to the Future.
Yes. We travel through time.
Well, when you hit 88,
People
the
know
GoPros
this.
automatically turn on.
Yes.
Yes.
PJ, if I gave you info for the seat, no problem. Actually, I didn't know what to think about the road sofa, and now I'm kind of like, I don't want to get rid of it. I mean, coming from stock, it's something to get the support. It's wide enough, but not too wide. But I'll be getting the step up soon enough just for daily riding. Because, like I said, this thing feels like a Sportster. Like just the way the bar setup is, and not having a front end yet, it just. You can whip it around.
Like I always said, they're like feathers.
Yeah.
When you have them set up and you rip on them.
I was telling him today, we were talking in the Cardo on the way over here. I mean, his arm position is like almost perfect. I would say he's sitting and his back straight. He's not reaching out. He's right in the pocket. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Should I give these guys a little look of the bike? And you can do that. You can talk about what I got on there while I'm pointing the camera.
So Josh is going to give you a view of that beautiful new bike. Check out those risers, bar bag. He's got the hand controls where he wants them. He's got the brake and the new Apex floorboards, the short brake pedal. So he is set. That's good right there. So he's set up really good on that bike. Basically he has the same stuff that we have on our bikes, just no fairing, but he will have a fairing on there before you know it.
Yes.
We'll have that fairing.
Before you know it. We're waiting on paint, waiting on some other things, just make it happen.
You guys want to just give a quick hello?
So far, I'd say the build is going pretty damn solid, and I'm really loving how it's coming along. Thank you for the beer.
Nothing like now, cold beer from your lady.
Now these two ladies right here have several thousand miles under their belt as well, but it's just on the back of our bikes, and that's how they like it. Teresa and Laura, come on over here.
Come on in.
Whoa, a little mom. How's it going?
Hey guys,
cool.
Good. You guys had some great girls.
Yeah, those guests were really,
awesome.
really good.
I hope you guys enjoyed them because we enjoyed listening to them.
Well, we've known Jessica for a while, and we've known of Gavin. I've seen her. Gavin.
I think it's Devin.
I think it's Gavin, but I could be wrong. But
I'll scroll back and check it out.
I think it could be Devin.
They both really ride. There's a lot of women out there that do a lot of really gnarly riding, and you're seeing more and more of it as time goes on. I mean, more and more people generally are riding, but they're involved in a lot of cool stuff, and
Well, look, there's a whole movement. The lead is the stuff that
it was
the stuff that they're talking about. The babes ride out. I mean, we've seen a ton of
new bike
riders out there, and it's so awesome to see that.
But you know what's really cool? What I'll take away from this whole thing of talking to both of them, they put a lot of miles down, and they have the same thing to say that we have. When you travel across the country, you meet all these great people.
That's awesome.
And that's like that's why I think we're drawn to it. You know?
Well, it's again part of our community that we're in.
Right.
You know, it's not just male riders out there. There's female passengers. There's female riders. There's, you know, people from all different walks of life, all different countries.
I haven't seen
it's just a vast community.
I haven't seen many male passengers. Have you?
You guys.
You know.
Go ahead. Have I what?
Male passengers.
How many?
There could be.
Well, you were once.
Yes.
I was when I bought my bike. Galen rode me over to this dealership to get my new bike. So
we're gonna have homie from Firehogs coming over. I believe this is the president.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
No,
you go ahead.
I interrupted
You're wearing the hat.
you.
You go ahead.
No, go.
Go ahead. I am wearing a hat on top of my headphones. This is actually kind of a good look.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
All right, give
Let's see. There was a new bike sold. Yes, there was. Someone just rang that bell.
So what about the Firehogs?
So I think he's actually going to come in and say what's up and tell us what's going on.
Is there food out there? Yes, I know. I heard there was like a...
Yes, sir. This is Tom. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I'll try and entertain you guys, even though I'm usually the one behind the camera. Do we have any other questions that I might have missed? Yes, I love the Road King so far. If you guys are ending your year on a ride to the East Coast, you should do Americade in Lake George, New York. The event is from September 21st to 25th. Great riding in the Adirondack Mountains. When are we going to the East Coast?
We're leaving
27th?
the 26th. I think we're leaving.
26th.
We're gonna fly to Harley, pick up some bikes, and
Right
do
on.
it. Do the thing.
Hey, Galen, is he coming on or no? Is he coming on or no?
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, I think that's what he was pointing through the window. So we're gonna have.
You guys hang out for a minute too.
So we're gonna. Whoa, that's loud. So this is Tom from the Firehogs MC.
Yeah, so guys, you know we've been supporting the Firehogs group, really the San Gabriel group, but I know that the cancer organization crosses over all the different departments, and those guys are on a big ride right now. Tom is the president of the Firehogs, LA County. Tell us about the ride your guys are on.
Well, this is our 5th annual memorial ride for the Widows and Orphans Fund to benefit them. We had it on May 22nd, got canceled because of COVID. The world shut down, everybody shut down. So the next day we picked was 9/11, not knowing that everybody's having their events on 9/11. So there's an event everywhere, but we're doing our best to get as many people as we can to show up and support it. And we acknowledge all our widows and orphans and let them know not so much as there to remind them why their husbands died, but just that they'll always be part of our family. And because it's on 9/11, we're not only going to acknowledge our widows and orphans, but everybody that lost somebody on the big days.
Yeah, and we've talked about it on some of our lives. I mean, I was there, I was a banker, and so I was there like a month before it happened. And then I was there a month after. I worked for Citibank at that time. And the hustle and bustle of the city and the honking of horns and all the stuff that was going on, to the reverence around 9/11 and the people that lost their lives, and men and women that were running up stairways and didn't even know what was about to happen.
Well, you think of the hundreds of stories that died with the people who could have made it out but heard a friend's call.
Yeah.
Or went back to, I can't leave without my buddy, that kind of stuff.
No.
And then the people that were aware enough that I'm not going to make it, that made the whole
No.
world. Those are people that, there's some heroes there that aren't being addressed.
For sure. And I went back a few years later and saw the Freedom Tower, and the same emotions came up, and it just brings a tear to your eye. You don't even understand until you actually get there.
Yeah. And it happened on the East Coast, so it's almost like it's not here yet. And then that very day, I called my guitar teacher, and I just said, "Are we still going to do this thing?" He goes, "I'm waiting for a phone call to see if my friend made it out of the tower."
Oh, wow.
And I went, "Well, doggone it, it made it here that fast."
Right.
It made it real for all of us.
Made it real.
And then obviously, everybody went through the motions together and stuff. So it's brutal, and every time it comes back again, you just, like you said, it brings a tear to your eye every time you think you learn to deal with it.
Well, thank you for announcing what your guys are doing. We appreciate the support. We appreciate what you do. first responders, men and women of firefighting, police officers, armed services. If you look at our drops, every one of our drops has an American flag in it. We believe in that. We believe in you, and thank you. Appreciate your support and service.
Everybody that's welcome. I just retired. That's why I got the beard.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask.
So that's
you're wearing a mask, so you couldn't see the beard.
It's the unwritten rule that as soon as you retire, that nobody tells you to cut your hair or shave anything.
Well, that's awesome.
I did 30 years, 5 months, and 12 days, and
you look young enough that you can go enjoy life a little bit too.
So I sure hope so. And they gave me a chance to get more involved with the club.
Fantastic.
And the guy that was the president said, "I'm tapping out. I'm moving to Henderson." He's still in the club, and he goes, "You're it."
I don't know how you can be more involved by being president.
Exactly. And it wasn't anything that I really earned as much as "You're it," and I'm leaving. So it's,
well, cheers to you and your crew. Thank you for everything you do.
Thanks for the time.
Call her if you need something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good stuff. I mean, it's always great meeting people like that. I actually saw him and saw Fire Hogs, and then I brought up Steve. What's Steve? Because LA, San Gabriel Valley.
Well, there's just LA County. What's the Men of Fire? They're LA County, but they're LA County City or something.
Yep.
I'm going to grab Joe because I think we have one other thing we need to do.
You made him say.
I just want them to hang out for a minute. We'll give them a little.
Then there's also Max. I tried texting Max. That didn't work out. Let me text. Tell the people what they want to hear, because we're still live.
Oh yeah, I just kind of was watching him talk over there, but it's like interesting because I saw a bunch of people in here and it kind of thinned out. Now there's like a ton of people in here again. It's crazy, and there's tons of people outside in the parking lot.
Oh yeah,
with all the stuff going on.
Harley Adventures saying get Josh a taco style cowboy hat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of those.
Yeah, a taco style.
Let's see. We got some people sending in Featured Bike Friday videos, so that's awesome. We'll get that back going tomorrow because I think we forgot.
Tomorrow is Friday. We forget every Friday.
I forgot last week. The week before we were on the road, didn't make it happen. Let's see what else we got here. A microphone? We got ours. We got a taco style cowboy hat asking if we have a microphone of his. We don't. We got our own microphones. Let's see here. Let's see, Gary Wells from New Zealand hopping in the house. We got James Becker from Texas. I think we've caught up on comments. So, and we got Max and Rusty coming on here. There we go. We're gonna have to squeeze
a couple
them
guys
by.
in crutches.
Yo.
I don't know how we're gonna do that.
We'll make it happen.
Well, just Max, I guess.
So we got my dude Max hopping on. We were on a ride a couple months ago when a car pulled a U-turn on a 2-lane road, and it ended not so well. But he's being a trooper. He's making it happen.
I'll tell you what, he's up on crutches, and he's got a physical therapy like twice a week, three times a week.
That wheelchair.
Yeah, he's done with it.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yo.
So 805 Elite.
So if you guys want to
he's got some apparel. He's also got some other gear that he does. Tables.
Custom fab racks.
He's going to tell us what he does.
He'll tell us exactly what he does.
So here he is.
Come on in here, brother.
All right, coming on in.
Right here's good for you.
All right.
So Max, tell us a little bit about yourself, the bike you ride, and what's going on, and the company.
So Max from 805 Elite. We're doing some apparel for the guys in the 805, highlighting all the rippers, surf, skate, snow, moto in the 805. We started it about 15 years ago, and here we are still doing it. Focusing on a lot of Harley riders, sponsoring some guys on track, the guys that are doing the BRL, the Bagger Racing League, stuff like that. So that's pretty fun. We've been getting into that, some track racing, and just having fun.
So what do you make?
We have clothing, representing our line, and then we also have some custom helmet and gear racks that we're doing, which is pretty cool.
And you've done some tables as well, right?
Yeah, we're doing some benches and some tables, incorporating Harley hardware and stuff like that.
So what's your website so people can actually see?
Well, we're on the Instagram right now. We're at 805 Elite.
805 Elite
Team. Team. Yep. 805 Elite Team.
ELITE.
Oh, I got it on there.
You got it on.
Golden.
You got the
He's
link.
got it on.
Okay.
Golden.
Yeah.
So go to the link, check it
So
out.
we're doing some cool custom helmet and gear racks, and yeah.
In fact, 2LaneLIVE is going to have Max build us a helmet rack.
Probably
Maybe
a cool
even
new
a table,
too.
We'll
So,
see.
and then you'll be able to see it.
You don't like my table.
No, I love your table.
You don't like my table.
No, I dig your table.
I
but-
totally went to work on that table.
Yes, we'll use both.
No, he does some great inlay and stuff that's going on.
It'll be a
there.
moto
It's
table.
so awesome.
Can't wait to do that for you guys. It'll be a pleasure.
So hey, give his company a look. Give him a look. Make sure that get some
Check it out.
apparel. The guy's just recovering from a pretty gnarly crash. He did the right thing. The driver did not. One of those left turn deals that we all worry about. And we're just glad you're standing next
happy to
us,
be here,
man.
bro. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty gnarly. It was a long road.
Yeah.
A long road, but Josh was there. So I don't need to tell him about it. I'll tell him about it, but he'll be like, "Yeah, I was there."
Right. and these things happen on the road. I mean, we're going to have in our Sturgis video, we're going to tell you a little bit about a guy that was with us that went down as well.
Yeah.
And how
Left
it's
turn.
part of the
It was a
what
left
we
turn.
do, right?
That's the risk we take.
Yeah.
That's the I don't want to say the double-edged sword, but it's kind of gnarly. It's that sick love that we have for it.
Right.
And we're willing to risk it.
So the name of
risk
your
it for the
business is
biscuit.
perfect. The 805 Elite. So you're kind of the elite.
Well, we're focusing on everybody that's that's doing it in the 805.
Right.
And it's pretty cool.
So awesome.
Yeah.
We would just dig for people that are in cars to watch out for us. That's all we'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye open.
Look twice for bikes.
Not a head down. We've got. She's saying bye bye.
You leaving? Okay.
Love
we'll
you.
see
Bye.
Well, he's getting kisses blown at him.
Is that your daughter?
No.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know about the love thing. Well, it's awesome.
Right on,
Thanks
you guys.
For
Well, thanks for having me in.
We
Appreciate it.
sir.
Can't wait to do that for you guys.
So check him out because he's
collaborate.
got some cool stuff.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Appreciate it.
awesome.
Thank
Shoot us
you.
an email if you want a
Check out
rack,
the
you
link.
want stickers,
What?
shirts,
What'd
whatever.
you
Hit
say?
them up on Instagram.
What? Woo! Come on, raise the roof. What do you say? Woo! Yeah!
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Sir.
Be good.
Well, we are. We just went over an hour.
I think we
Hour
need
and
like
1
5
minute.
or 10 more minutes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 5 or 10 more people, so I could go either way.
Or 5 or 10 more hours.
Well, we got a birthday boy.
We do?
Well, we got something else happening, I think, in a minute.
Do we?
Yeah.
What else
Could be
we
a
got going
signing of a bike.
A signing of a bike.
Yes.
You may be signing your final papers
You
on
haven't
your
bought
bike.
the bike yet,
Oh,
have you?
have we talked to them about that?
I have.
You have.
He's trying to do
Okay.
a deal right now, and I said, well, hurry up.
So these guys are looking at my bike.
Yeah,
so
hurry
don't touch
up.
it, don't look at it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what a great Thursday of
Let's see what's
this,
up.
what we do and meeting people,
Here's the interesting thing to me.
All right.
We had no clue what was happening today. We were just going to come up and talk about our ride and enjoy,
Right.
and to have some female riders come in, a son and father that came from Bakersfield. I mean,
Max from the 805 injured.
Max
but out on the
comes
bike.
in this guy's in a wheelchair,
Right.
but he's hopping around on his crutches, and it's just. I think this whole time that we've started this channel and the things that we've done, it's been fate. We've had we've created our own luck. There's been good travel. There's been good trips.
Yes. And so many more ahead of us. I mean, I can't wait to find out what Maine's going to be like and what we're going to be doing out there,
Well, I can't wait to find out how many people are going to see us in Maine.
It'll be interesting.
Could be interesting.
Get some They might not recognize us. We're not going to be on our bikes. And we might not have our helmets on.
I don't know. We're working on a new helmet design for us. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So we'll see what's up. We should get her over here for a minute to tell a quick story of her.
You want to talk to the people?
See if she wants to.
Yeah. Anyway, We have our lovely wives over here. They're laughing. They think we're pretty funny. We got Hollywood Dave
Trying to get in here.
He's coming on in. I mean, it's just one
Yes,
thing after
yes,
another, right?
yes.
Like, we've still got the father and son team. It's like you already checked out the YouTube and saw themselves. I think
No
it's
way.
just yeah,
No.
it's going to be awesome.
What's going on, Dave? Good. We're on.
We're always on, Dave. Hollywood Dave.
If you
Sure. Stay right there for 1 second. You ready, Josh? You ready? One sec. Hold on. You got to watch this.
All right. What's happening?
Here we go.
What's going on?
What do you mean? What's going on?
What am I waiting for?
Taylor's coming over.
Oh, he's coming with the paperwork. All right. Yo!
Josh is right here.
right here.
Josh is right here. What?
Only 2 left in California.
That's it?
2 left in California.
2 left in California.
I got the second to last.
I'm Joe.
Joe.
You can put the paper right here.
All right, I represent Mulholland Harley.
Really?
Yeah, and you know, I think
the
that
bank called?
the bank called.
So he doesn't
Harley
have the
called.
loan.
No, they're not going to do it, man.
We put all the parts on the bike already.
You gonna take
Let's
it back?
just do it.
Let's do
You know
it.
what? Hey, give yourself to a kick, bro.
Anyway,
Hell yeah.
picked up the 2021 Road King Special in Deadwood Green with the 114. Put some good parts on there. Joe here at Mulholland helped me out like no other.
He took care of me on my bike as well.
Made it happen.
He takes care of everyone on their bike.
So this is my second bike from Mulholland Top Rocker. This is your.
I bought one.
Yep, you got one. You got.
He's got 5.
I've
Five.
had a lot.
Anyway, here we go.
Sam's in
Yeah.
there. Whoa!
We got a new bike on
Boom. Yeah, buddy.
Love it.
That's awesome.
So good stuff.
Joe?
I appreciate you guys so much.
Yep, yep. Thanks again.
Hey, we try to make it as easy as possible. So, Josh, enjoy that bike, bro. It looks sick already.
They always do.
Mulholland
Always do.
Harley, get over here.
Yo.
Buy that bike. Hey,
Right
we
on.
just got 65 used bikes too, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Come on, get in here 1 second.
Got 101 used bikes in inventory on the 101. Come check them out, bro. All out here. We're gonna get them serviced, get them ready to go. But they're sick, right? Got all sorts of options for you guys. So come check us out. Hell yeah.
We
Thanks,
got
man.
Red, we got Vic, all the guys down in service.
Justin,
They're
Red showed
making
up.
that stuff happen.
All right.
Come get a bike.
Let's go.
Let's go. Get on the road.
Mulholland Harley, and they got a great new sign out on their building.
Teresa, wave hello.
Right on. Well, we are looking at
Thanks,
minute
Joe.
7. Do we have any other people? Any other
I think
things we want to do?
Dave wanted to come in, and we were going to get the
Sam,
Studio
come over
92.
Studio 92.
Come here, Sam.
Sam, come on. Come on.
Come here.
We rescued this child off the streets of downtown Los Angeles. He's still learning.
We raised this kid since he was like what, 19.
Yeah, maybe.
This is Sam. He
he's 19
was
and a half
building
right
all
now.
the parts over at Thrash and Supply. Now he's laying some great floors and good molding.
He's keeping it in the family, right?
Finish work.
Finish work.
Yeah.
So
We'll see how that goes because
Yeah.
he's coming back. I'm telling you right now.
Maybe. Yeah.
Sam, good to see you. Love you.
Sam, see you down the road.
See you down the road, Sam. Dave, come on in.
We got Hollywood Dave from the Shark
Hollywood
Squad
Dave.
Motorcycle Attorneys.
Have you seen him?
Have you
Well,
seen him?
guess what? He's right here.
Yeah. And we're
What's
both
up,
missing
Dave?
hats, so it's all right.
Things are great, man. How was Sturgis?
Awesome. This was great.
You had a great time there. Had a great
Always.
time at the Grand Canyon.
We did.
You guys are living the life that we all bikers want to live. Man. That's exciting.
Well, come do it with us.
We are going to actually. We're going to do that. That's a promise. So these guys are the best. They are showing the life the way it needs to be shown, and you guys just do a great job. So we appreciate it, man. It is awesome.
So we've got Hollywood Dave. What do you do, Dave?
I'm the marketing director for Shark Squad. So we're out there always riding by your side. We're there protecting riders all the time. We help when all those people that go down, people that get hit. Unfortunately, it happens. A lot of people on cell phones, a lot of people doing things that cause a lot of issues for us riders. So they come over on us when we're splitting lanes. all those kind of things. We're there for that, and we're riders, so we're out there with you. We understand. We get the dynamics of what happens in an accident. All of our attorneys ride, and we're going to get together and start riding with you guys.
So what do you ride?
I've got a 16 Dyna switchback, and I've got a Triumph Thunderbird from the 90s.
Nice.
And BMW K1200.
Nice. He's got 3 in the stable. He loves cigars. And a good whiskey.
And a good whiskey.
Right.
And, actually, special edition just for you guys.
Yes.
Little Shark Squad cigar lighters, little torches right here.
Nice.
For all the guys.
Yo, no way.
This is just for you guys because we appreciate 2LaneLIVE. And we think you guys are fantastic.
That's awesome, man.
Good man.
We were just looking for one of these today.
Yes, we were.
Do you have a cigar?
So we're gonna grab cigars, and yes, we've got some, and we'll be doing some in just a little bit.
I'll catch you
Sounds
outside.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for
Always
stopping
good
in.
seeing you
Good
guys.
seeing you.
Good to see you.
Appreciate
Thanks
all of
again.
you guys.
Appreciate you.
These guys live the life.
We tried.
Check them out. Keep following them.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, we got some comments, some more
Let me see if
people loving my new bike. I appreciate you. We got Tango in the house. We got Leroy. We got Mauricio from Italy. We got Mark, and my caps lock is saying Mark. Anyway.
We got 74 on right now?
We got 74
Holy
on,
cow.
and people are hanging out. We got 912 playbacks,
over an
which
hour. That's
I think
pretty
is
damn
good.
good.
I just pretend to know what I'm
Is she
doing behind
coming
the
over?
camera, so not tonight. Well, what else we got? We are at 1 minute or 1 hour 10. We got some dude filming back there. Yeah, buddy. If we have any specific questions from people, we're going to hop off in a few minutes. But
hold on.
No. So, what a great night.
What a great night.
We got a great, well, I mean, tomorrow's Friday. Get to relax.
And she shows.
Look at my middle finger.
What about it?
That was your fin on your head. Your
Oh,
engine.
you cut that a little
Thank
bit.
you.
Yep. Burn
So
that off.
tomorrow's Friday. We got the weekend ahead. We're kind of going to relax a little bit. Going to get our bikes all set. Got a lot of things to work on. We got the big trip coming up. And I know we're going to do some other stuff. We're going to keep riding all year.
I don't know. Josh and I are kind of like,
well,
we don't
me
want
and
to put any
Galen are
miles
starting
on
our
the
own
green.
our own TV show signed by
Yeah.
We're gonna wreck.
studios.
We're gonna
Yeah,
wreck
we're
the
part of-
Deadwood Green as much as possible.
We
Get as
didn't
many
tell
miles.
you we're part of HBO special.
Oh, nice.
Guys,
It's
if
gonna be the
you would please
2LaneLIVE.
unsubscribe from Lance's channel and subscribe to Galen and I's. It's G&J's Motorcycle Travel. It's a new channel.
See how they do it?
Yeah.
We're just kicking them out of the
we're
circle.
gonna, it's
Well, that's the
what
thing
a great
is
team.
we travel so much. I mean, I recently went for my first kind of solo trip and did some long distance stuff without filming, without doing what we do, which obviously we still love.
Yeah.
But what we were talking about today was, maybe once we're done with all these series and whatnot, and we have so much stuff in the bank,
Go ride.
film-wise, is just go ride, go on a trip, enjoy. Not that we don't enjoy, but experience it like everyone else does.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so down with that, and we'll still do some cool stuff.
And we'll take some
We've got
photos.
a
We
bunch
can't
of
just not have a
stuff.
camera.
We've got a bunch of Grand Canyon.
Yep.
We got enough. In
I
the
forgot
can.
about the Grand
When we
Canyon.
have the main
Yo.
drop, we're gonna have another 4 or 5 episodes. So we may get a little time just for ourselves
Yeah.
towards the end of the year. We were talking about Liberty Bell. Don't know that we're gonna do that just because
We might
it's
run
winter.
into weather.
Yeah.
But
I mean-
just so you know, taking a little bit of this time, like you're talking about, we love riding.
Yeah.
So it's probably
No,
not.
we won't
Don't even
stop riding.
don't even listen to what we just said because it
You know.
won't make any sense. We'll
Well,
be on the road. We'll
it's
see
just-
you down the road.
Look, we want to
Well,
capture
totally
these
makes
moments. It doesn't even make sense at some point to ride and not film.
Right.
So it's we'll see.
I
what
mean,
happens,
I've
but we
seen
might
I've seen
just do the
several
thing.
times when we've been riding, and Galen goes, "We're putting all our cameras away," and 20 minutes later, he's going,
Yeah,
Yep.
but that's because there's some dope stuff. man.
"Exactly,
Like, we're gonna do that.
exactly."
So hey, what do you think? Should we clown it up or?
I mean, look, I'm gonna have some beers and go talk to some new people, and
Yeah.
So hey, thank you guys for joining us in this show.
Look at
we had a good time.
Look at our 2LaneLIVE right there. We're looking good.
Hand spray painted by Lance Corey himself.
No, that was
the random guy.
Some random dude
that looked exactly like this guy.
Yeah, he had a beard on.
Yep.
If you subscribe to our website.
Are you professing to? So we take our hats
Subscribe to our website. We have a lot of cool stuff on it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to it. Tell your friends, because if you get your friends to subscribe, we'll have more subscribers. I just had my beard in there.
What else? Subscription.
What else do they have to do?
Subscribe.
Ring the bell, thumbs up, do all that
ring
stuff.
the bell, thumbs up, give us some comments. We love that stuff. It's great to see father-sons. It's great to see all these guests.
For sure.
Hey, if you're new to us, welcome. And if you've been following us since the beginning, thank you.
And we got one more.
We might have...
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Dan, I don't know if you remember me, but I sent you the emails about Oregon when we went on that bike trip.
Yeah,
I appreciate you
for
saying
sure.
that.
Well, come in and say that.
For a minute.
All right, yeah.
Before we go.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
This is Dan. He was taking a trip up to Oregon.
We went to Oregon. Yeah, we followed a lot of your route.
Yeah.
We went from here to Cambria, and then we went up through Carmel, stopping at Tempe and Pebble Beach, and
cool.
then we went all the way to San Francisco, through Garberville, stayed at a place called the Bembo Inn.
Nice.
Which, by the way, I love that you have like all the places you stay and the restaurants and all that good stuff.
On the vlog, right?
Yeah. And then we went all the way to Gold Beach, spent 2 days up there, and then came back pretty much the same way.
What a great trip.
It was
right?
amazing. It was amazing.
Did you do the gorge?
No.
Next time you're up that direction, you got to do the Columbia Gorge.
Okay. All right.
And do it on the Washington side. Amazing ride.
Yeah. It was a great trip.
So who went with you?
With me and my girlfriend.
And she had a great time.
She did too. Yeah, she had her own bike. So,
yeah.
I remember seeing that.
And I saw your video. Awesome new bike, man.
Thank you.
Are you gonna put a big fairing on that thing?
Yeah, FXRT fairing and lower is going to do the FXRP light pods.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
I'll get it in a couple weeks, and then I got to do paint and this and that. But right now, I mean, even the Road Warrior on the Softail, pretty good coverage. But this with nothing, I'm just. But it's all right.
It's awesome. That's a great bike.
I'm loving this thing.
Well, we're going to close out, and when we're done, let's take a picture together.
You got it. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll see you out.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, take care.
All right, and on that note, don't forget to go to 2LaneLIVE.com. Check out the blog with maps, eats, stays, history,
he just mentioned
scientific facts that I found on the internet.
No, I gave you those.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
He is the internet.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Has anyone ever seen Buster Scruggs on Netflix? Check it out, man.
You ever
it's
eaten a
funny.
pine cone?
My favorite scene is when he got shot.
What is that?
Food,
Oh,
yes. So, great time today. A lot of great people. We got to talk. We got to hear Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Yo.
Our wives showed up.
So, subscribe to all the stuff. Support. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. We're going to keep doing it. But with that being said,
see you down the
road.
road.
Hey, wait, I want to see it.
See you
down the road.
And now it's a time like in the news when they turn it off. So you can put your pants back on. Okay, anyway, end stream.
What does that mean? The number that was right there?
Concurrent viewers, that's the number.